simple. He don't like you. He don't call you. He don't like you. He don't keep his word. He don't like you. He's inconsistent. He has someone else. He only calls you when he wants something. He's using you. He starts random arguments. He's cheating on you. He's not investing in you. You're not worth the investment.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT time. PGT time. Tune in on PGT time. PGT time. Come join us on PGT time. PGT time. Join us on PGT time. PGT time. Yeah.
But I didn't get married just because he was fun. I got married because we make hell nervous. I got married because I got a vision for what we could do in the earth. I got married because I believe me and him are unstoppable. So you need a rider. Let me get gangster with it for a minute. You need to marry a rider. You need to marry somebody who will go down into hell with you and take back everything the devil stole from you. I got a vision for my marriage. I got a generational curse to break. I got the statistics to prove wrong. I'm not doing what's always been done.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
We here, baby. We are here. I didn't know what you.
What up, though? It's your boy Poolie the Barber. Holla at your boy.
And it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Yes, we are here, and I feel like I am echoing. Okay, there you go. That's better. That's better. What's goody, y'all? What's goody in your city, baby? It's all goody in mine, baby. On my block, on my street. We good over here. We good over here. Y'all stay on over there. We good over here on our end. Okay. But thank you to DJ. DJ Just Jay. It's hard to say it. I call him Jay. No. Yes, it is. I call him Jay. Thank you to him last night. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. He did an interview with your girl, and I did a very, very wonderful job. I want to say shout out to me. Shout out to me. Shout out to me. And also shout out to God. Shout out to God. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to do that interview. Okay? Okay? Well, I don't know. The devil take care of his own too. Ain't no telling where I would have been on if the devil was in charge. BG, what's goody? What is goody, girl? She said she in the bushes, baby. She in the bushes. Well, baby, thank you so much for joining, okay? Thank you. So, y'all, we are about to go ahead and get started. It is Love and Relationships tonight. Hey, IG. Hey, Twitter. How y'all feeling over there? I hope y'all doing good. And also, we are on YouTube, both YouTube pages, both Facebook pages. Yeah. No, we're on one YouTube page. We're on one, which is my popping one. The one that I be popping. We're on that one. Yes. And of course, we on Roku TV, baby. We on Roku TV. Shout out to Roku. So If y'all sitting at home and y'all watching on y'all phones, I'm gonna need y'all to pull out the Roku, okay? Especially if you got it, and just sit back and enjoy the show. But you can keep it going on your phone too now, so that you can comment, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Let's not forget on Monday, the huge announcement will be out on Monday. I'm so excited to tell y'all. Quite a few folks know already because I couldn't hold it in. I couldn't hold it in. Some folks know, but it's a lot that don't know. A whole lot that don't know. So again, make sure y'all tune in on Monday night, 9:00 p.m. Eastern time. Hopefully I'll be able to have Pooley on just for a little bit. Because we also gonna have Jason on just to share the announcement. So hi Crystal. How are you? Hello, beautiful, blessed couple. Girl, we try to be blessed over here. Girl, we try to be blessed. We try. You know, we were sick for a long time, but we were still blessed because we made it through. We made it through. And I miss y'all so much. I miss y'all so much. But we was going through it. So let's get started. Y'all know, for those that don't know, I name my own clips. I name my own clips. This one is called Damn Thief. Explicit language, and also allegedly, they stealing. Who's stealing?
They.
The rent folks.
Renters may be thinking twice before sending rent money through certain payment apps on smartphones. Now, in June, a Fox 13 investigation looked into claims from tenants at the Lakes at Ridgeway apartment complex. Well, they told Fox 13 that their rent money had been stolen in a cash app scheme. Tonight, the property manager has been arrested and is facing several charges.
Fox 13 Sierra Jordan shows not only how tenants were adversely impacted, but also how it became so dangerous for others on that property.
Tenants at this apartment complex here at the Lakes at Ridgeway said they had their rent money stolen through Cash App through their former property manager, Erica Norris. Now, I spoke to a former property manager who said he worked closely with Norris. He said he was shocked to find out this was happening right underneath his nose.
But Cash App is never the way to go. Cash is never the way to go.
But that's how some tenants at the Lakes at Ridgeway said they were asked to pay. But that money may have not ended up in the complex's account. Records show a tenant called the leasing office to pay her rent. Erica Norris, who was the property manager at the time, reportedly texted the tenant back from another number requesting the rent through Cash App, not to the complex, but to an account called Motion Taken. Records show the leasing office never got the tenants $1,200. Darius Townsend says he worked closely with Norris.
It was embarrassing. It was humiliating. Once she left, it was people still threatening to shoot up the office. We had people to break in the office. We had fires that broke out on the property. So, she put me in the line of fire.
Fox 13 Investigates told you back in June about other tenants who said they were tricked into sending rent money to Norris. Again, they sent their rent money through Cash App, but records show it was another account for a cleaning service.
They were crying, they was begging me to keep moving them in, and people got evicted.
She deleted my portal, so I won't be able to see. She stole, the money.
Fox 13 reached out to the owner of the Lakes at Ridgeway. Sammy Soro says after they fired Norris last summer, she continued to call tenants for their money.
We messaged them, we hung up papers, and we let them know, don't trust Erica. She tries to contact tenants, and she tries to scam stuff, I think she's tried to come into the property a few times to steal stuff, stoves and stuff, but we put up a gate. But I mean, she's definitely on to the next person.
Erica Norris is charged with theft of property and computer crime for one tenant. Now, we reached out to Memphis police to find out if she was charged with the other accusations tenants made. They say the investigation continues. Now, Norris will be in court tomorrow at 9 a.m. In Memphis, Sierra Jordan, Fox 13.
Does she want to go to jail? She don't care no more. They done fired her. And she like, I'm coming for everything.
She can.
I done worked so hard. for y'all. I done broke up some fights.
I still got excess, and this is what y'all gonna do to me? Pay back some. Okay.
But who pays rent through a cash app?
Now that's the dumb part.
Yeah.
Y'all stupid.
And then a whole nother number.
No, I need a paper trail.
Thank you. You best believe them folks heard that she got fired. They talking about that man sat there and said that the folks was coming out there threatening them, trying to set it on fire. And you mean to tell me
I've been paying
these heifers they didn't know that this girl got fired? I know they in the hood. They got to be in the hood. They're in the ghetto. I don't know if they the projects or not. They just some hood ass apartments.
Yep.
That's what I call them.
You know, we done been in a couple.
Yes, we have. A few. What you mean a couple? A few.
We was linked in with some folks in the
And
office.
we knew.
So, you know, we can get around certain things.
You best believe, baby, I knew.
We had a lot going on. So, hey. I'm not going to pay y'all with no cash app, bro.
I ain't paying nobody with no cash app for a business like that. For my rent?
No.
And there's a possibility y'all could take my money and run, and you said a whole nother phone number. Girl, you better go somewhere.
He said cash ain't good either. Shit, you better get a receipt.
Hey, Carmen. Carmen, was that you over there on IG, girl? When we was playing the video?
Yeah.
We think that was you. Poolie said, don't this look like her?
Same picture.
It is the same picture. It is the same picture. It is you, girl. Look, she said, it was. I know that's right. She's showing love on all platforms, baby. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, we finna get into the Detroit rapper. Okay? And then we also got Kwame. We got Kwame coming up. We do got Kwame coming up soon. Don't worry about it. We're going to break it all down to you. Well, I'm going to break it down to you, and Pooh just going to go along with it. Kwame, Detroit. Ex-mayor. But the daughter that came out. Strawberry's daughter. So that's why we finna bring this story running back, baby. We finna run it back.
Who's Strawberry?
Strawberry is the stripper. But no, don't laugh. She did. Strawberry was murdered.
I don't know who Strawberry is.
I know. Strawberry was murdered. And like I said, Strawberry's daughter has something that she had to say about Kwame Kilpatrick. And everybody in Detroit knew about this. But it's coming up soon. It is our main story for tonight. So we got to get this love and relationship stuff out the way for Carmen and Poolie. All right. So, this ain't love and relationship. It is, but it ain't.
Oh, this is what we doing?
Here we go.
News tonight, a well-known local rapper is facing murder charges in what investigators believe to be a horrific instance of domestic violence.
The victim is Kelly Mays, a well-known survivor of domestic violence who found her voice helping others suffering through abusive relationships at home. Accused of killing her is Jimmy Lee Brown, a rap artist known as Super MC, who appeared in the movie 8 Mile. Sean Lay, live in Highland Park tonight with more on a terribly disturbing case. Sean.
Incredibly disturbing. The loss of Kelly Mays really sending shockwaves, Devin and Kimberly, throughout the community right now. We've had Kelly Mays on Local 4 News, such a strong advocate and voice for domestic violence survivors. She is was a survivor herself, working in the Speakers Bureau for Haven, the group that advocates for domestic violence victims. Family tells us she married Jimmy Brown. He's memorialized here in a mural in Highland Park. He's from Highland Park, Super MC. He's now charged with slashing her to death inside her own apartment on Sunday. His rap name, Super MC from Highland Park. His image included on this mural here just off Woodward Avenue in HP. But today, another look at the face of Super MC. His real name, Jimmy Lee Brown. This is his booking photo. Brown is charged with murder. The victim, prosecutors tell us, Brown's girlfriend, Kelly Mays. Mays, a well-known domestic violence survivor, activist, speaker, and poet.
They say laughter is the best medicine. If I keep laughing, maybe I'll be cured.
May's life taken in a horrific instance of domestic violence inside her Westland apartment this past Sunday. Mays was found slashed to death, deep lacerations, multiple lacerations to her neck and to her chest. The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office says Supa MC Jimmy Lee Brown, May's boyfriend, allegedly attacked Mays with a knife, killed her, and ran from the apartment, turning himself in at the Westland Police Department a short time later. Kelly Mays volunteered with the group Haven in its Speakers Bureau. Haven, a local resource that provides important outreach to domestic violence victims. Haven CEO Christine Keinel said a short time ago that they are heartbroken.
A beautiful poet, survivor, advocate, and mother, and a truly beautiful soul, Kelly Ann Mays played a significant role in touching the lives of those she's encountered.
Local 4's Paula Tutman was with Supa MC this past summer as he shared his story of struggling to recover from a car accident that left him with memory loss. Back here live, no bond right now. James Brown and family says being held without bond in the Wayne County Jail. We're going to connect with Haven tonight, guys, learn more about Kelly and her important voice here. Such a tragedy. Family tells us just a short time ago that she had been using the courts and doing the right things to try to separate herself and protect herself from her husband. And we know the result right now. So domestic violence help. We're going to put the hotlines for National Domestic Violence Helpline on our website. Click on the
They don't even look like they match. Like, they don't even look like they go together. Yeah. He look like he beat asses. Your kids' ass, your mama, your daddy, everybody. He look like he is for the streets. Okay? And sometimes the one that look like they for the streets, you gotta leave them where they at. In the streets. And that's what he look like. How he made it on the news, I'm still trying to figure out how he made it on the news.
He's in a car accident.
And he got a mural. Because he was Supa MC. I wonder what they're going to do with that mural. They need to take him off. He got to come off. She was an activist for domestic violence. He got to come off.
He's part of the group.
He got to come off.
He is part of the group.
I wouldn't care. I don't care. He got to come off. He do not deserve to be up there.
Was the mural up first?
Yes, of course.
Well, leave it.
You know they ain't put the mural up afterwards.
Hey, if they put it up afterwards, I can understand why you want to take it down.
Oh my gosh. I still feel like it need to be taken down.
Leave his mural up there, and that ain't what it's up there for. It's up there because he's a rapper. He's part of the rap group up there. Leave him up there. That's part of that mural.
Take him down.
The mural don't say stop the violence.
If I
that mural
live
don't
there,
say keep away from women. That mural don't say leave them alone. The mural don't say none of that. It's a shout out to the group. They probably paid for it.
Yeah, I want to give it down.
That's their own mural.
Here's clip number 2.
We're learning more tonight about an important voice for domestic violence victims that has been silenced.
Yeah, Kelly Mays was a well-known survivor of domestic violence who found her voice helping others suffering through abusive relationships at home. The man accused of killing her is Jimmy Lee Brown. Now, he's a rap artist known as Supa MC, who appeared in the movie 8 Mile. Our Sean Lay spoke with Kelly's family and colleagues tonight who are coping with her loss.
We're here at the Westland Police Department. Sometime Sunday evening, the local rapper named Supa MC, his name is Jimmy Lee Brown, turned himself in here. The charges are that he stabbed his wife to death inside her apartment. Her name, Kelly Mays, a well-known domestic violence advocate. She shared that apartment with her daughter, who walked in and found her. Awful loss. But tell me, you walk in the door, and how did this unfold?
I saw her light on. I went to saw her body on the floor.
What did you do?
I went inside the room. I saw the towel that was on her hand, and the blankets were wrapped up around her.
Celeste Mays finding the body of her mother, domestic violence survivor and advocate Kelly Mays, in her Westland apartment Sunday night. She had been stabbed multiple times. Celeste called 911.
On.
What was the second call?
Second call was to James.
And what happened?
Never answered.
James is Kelly's husband, Jimmy Lee Brown, known as rapper Supa MC, a father figure to her.
She's an advocate that is going to be missed by multiple advocacy agencies in the state.
Christine Canal is the CEO of Haven, a complete program to help victims of domestic violence become strong survivors. Kelly Mays was a speaker with Haven, sharing her survival story. Her voice was so very strong.
What we want to do to promise, to Kelly's memory is to continue the mission and continue to help awareness for domestic violence and people to continue to know that there's help.
I gotta look after my sister now, who's 14, with my grandma. So it's been like hard.
Did you see it coming? Did they have that kind of explosive relationship or anything?
Not that, no.
For anyone in a domestic violence situation right now, we're going to put all the information from Haven on our website. Click on Detroit.com. You can find it right there. In the meantime, no services scheduled as of yet for Kelly Mays.
Yeah.
That's sad. That is so sad. So she was the daughter that found her mom in there stabbed to death. She called James, John Lee Brown, Jimmy Lee Brown. I don't even trust that name. Jimmy Lee Brown. Super MC. I keep saying Super C. But that's sad. I think that what hurts me the most is that I don't believe this was the first time that this man put hands on her. And she was up there as an activist for domestic violence. And I'm sure she was up there talking about her past, not with him. So now you're out here talking to women about domestic violence, and you're going through it. And you're not telling us that you're going through it. Yeah. So I think that is something that probably hurted that community when that happened. Because I just can't see this man just stabbing her to death that many times.
It sound that way. Just listening to the news clip, it sounds like
he just snapped.
Possibly, because ain't no way she's an activist and just keep going with it. No, I've been through it and I'm not standing for it.
But there are people that went through it and they go through it again.
Yeah,
but they ain't activists. They ain't activists.
Activists say that's it. I'm no longer going through it.
They supposed to say that.
Well, yeah.
They supposed to say that.
But according to, that's what I would assume.
Exactly. So we're gonna go ahead and move on off of that. That's it's deep. So the next one is love and relationships, y'all. And then we coming back to Kwame. We got to talk about Kwame. I heard you, Julie.
He ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Julie said, what he done did now?
Nothing.
Baby, he ain't did nothing. But Strawberry daughter did something. So let's get into these. Is side chicks winning? Love and relationships. Question. Is side chicks winning? Let's see. And when we come back, you'll get my answer. I can tell you right now, but I ain't.
Who you think is winning more? Side chicks or main chicks?
Side chicks.
Oh.
Side chicks get order.
I feel like side chicks are winning.
The side chicks.
Let me tell you something.
Everybody was a side chick at one point.
No, but I'm not
and
gonna
not
hold you.
even that you didn't even know.
No, I'm not gonna hold you.
I think I
I'm
know what
a
you about to
main
say.
chick right now,
Yes.
but I'm side bitch more fun.
The person.
Okay,
Yes.
but the main bitch. Y'all getting the
But
same
hold on,
shit.
but hold on. Why do you say they have more fun?
Because at the end of the day, y'all getting the same shit. Bitches getting and more because y'all got to get that hush money.
This is my whole thing.
That part.
Those
And y'all getting the same. Y'all getting the same bread. Y'all getting the same everything.
Period.
Except for a post online.
Baby.
And we don't need that. That part.
Yeah. I think
All right,
right
raise
now.
your hand if you've ever broken up a happy home. And we ain't gonna judge you. This is a happy place.
I'm sending text
I broke
when I
it
know
up.
Selena, I know you done broke up some
I
homes.
broke it up, and the baby was 1 month old.
Now hold on. Now,
I said, damn.
Now, Selena, for the people that don't know, didn't you almost break up Snoop Dogg's marriage back in the day?
I'm gonna take a shot.
I don't think I almost did because I think, they've been together for like 50 years or something like that. But I mean, I truly did not know he was married until they took
Yeah. The shade. I think everyone knew.
I don't know.
Snoop Dogg was married. Depending on, well, she looked so young. I'm sure she knew. She looked very young.
That don't mean
all that
nothing.
Botox and all that
She could be
stuff
very-
done on her face.
She could be
looking crazy.
She could be very old.
She so good the way her face looking. But anyways, do I think side chicks are winning? I don't deal with side chicks. I don't deal with them at all whatsoever. Me and Pooh don't have issues like that. But if I had to give an answer, I would want to say yes, as far as financially wise, but no, because as a side chick, that's gonna end. That's gonna end. And the main chick, they still getting paid. Cause they the main chick until she decide that she ain't gonna be dumb and stupid no more.
No.
And she'll leave.
No, the side chick is winning.
I just said that.
No, but she's gonna be winning in the end when she leave him. Because she's a side chick everywhere.
So she gonna go and
she's everybody's side chick.
So she gonna keep winning.
What? This train don't stop until this motherfucker hit the floor.
BG said karma.
True.
Yeah.
It come for you.
It sure will.
Especially when you brag on it.
Look, Julie said, even if you didn't know Snoop was married, you knew he was with his baby mama. Exactly. Like I said, she's so young, they probably was married by the time, he started trying to kick it with her or whatnot. We don't know. That could be allegedly. That could be allegedly. We don't trust everything they say. But anyway, you can't trust a side chick. And what they say, they sit there, look you dead in your face, be like, girl, I ain't messing around with your man. Who told you that? Right in your face. So we can't trust them, Julie. We can't trust them. But I do. I think they are winning. They got a lot of advantages. They don't have to deal with the man whenever they don't want to deal with them. They can have multiple partners. Not saying that that's a good thing, but
I mean, in that case, it is. This is what they want to do.
Exactly.
We've all been young, and that's basically what the old one trying to do still. They still trying to be young.
Well, I've never been a side chick. At least I've never thought.
Because I mean, they all look like they're well off in their 30s to 40s.
Oh, no, they look like they in their 30s.
That what
late 20s, 30s. Now they're 40s.
I don't know nothing about no late 20s. They look like they're in them 30s and 40s. That's what I just saw.
Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry.
I don't know what you was looking at.
I say the man, he was in his 40s. Shit. The man.
I didn't see no man. I just saw a bunch of
the man was the one asking the question.
I ain't see him.
Oh, you too busy looking at their ass.
Yeah.
I know you was. That's why they look retarded.
He must blend in real well.
No, he didn't. He stood out. He had them glasses on with the hat on.
It looked like a bunch of women up there.
Fool said he was not looking for no men. He was looking straight for women. And that's all he saw. But yes, it was a man that was narrating, asking the questions. He was just in the midst.
Yeah, it was like he was sitting all the way around like this.
He was in the midst. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't see him.
But shout out to that platform, whatever the name of it is. Now, we are about to get into our Kilpatrick story. I'm breaking it down for y'all tonight. I am breaking it down for y'all tonight. So let's go ahead, jump into our Friday commercial. And when we come back, baby, it's Mr. Kwame Kilpatrick. time. Here we go. Hey, y'all. It's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Hey, Poolie. Mwah. Okay, now we got that out the way. I hope y'all enjoying the show. Y'all enjoying the show? I hope so. I'm enjoying the show. Poolie enjoying the show. I'm sure he is. So make sure y'all continue to tune in each and every Friday. 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time, okay? Make sure y'all tune in. And also, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on my Facebook pages. And also, make sure you watch us on Twitch, baby. And Roku TV. It's so important. Roku TV, okay? Make sure you share this video just as well. Share the video. We out of here. Make sure y'all continue to watch this show, okay? Bye. I know y'all be like, damn, this girl switch her hair up all the time. I do. And I get my hair done again on Sunday. So when I make my new announcement, I'll be looking like a different person again. All right. Now, get back to this Kwame Kilpatrick and Tamara Strawberry. Every time I say strawberry, I think of strawberry letter. Strawberry, Greene, and Tamara's, we're going to call her Strawberry. Strawberry's daughter name is Ashley Jackson. Ashley was 8 years old, I believe, allegedly. She was 8 years old when her mom was murdered. She's a grown adult now. She herself used to be a stripper. Yep. Followed her mama's footsteps for a little bit. And she used to hear things from the other strippers about her mama and Kwame. So she got a lot she got to say. And we will hear that at the end of the clips. But for right now, let's get into Kwame. Now, y'all, this is 10 years ago. Okay? 10 years ago. Not right now. This is 10 years ago. Here we go.
No secret that Kilpatrick has a weakness for women, and it cost him dearly. But in some ways, his antics cost those women almost as much.
7 Action News investigator Ross Jones has been covering Kilpatrick for years now, including his federal trial and today's sentencing. But tonight, he looks back at the women closest to Kwame Kilpatrick and how their connection to him brought them down.
Women helped launch former Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick's rise in politics, and in turn, he helped spur their fall. From his mother to his mistress, his sister to a close friend, Kilpatrick's misdeeds helped stain a slew of promising futures well beyond just his own. Many believe his political career is traced back to his father, Bernard, but it was actually Kilpatrick's mother, Carolyn, who exposed her son to politics, going door to door with 6-year-old Kwame to pass out her campaign literature. In his plea for a lighter prison sentence, Kilpatrick's lawyer wrote that his client still remembers sitting on his mother's lap during her first swearing-in ceremony.
Nobody talk about y'all's boy!
Kilpatrick watched his mother serve 18 years in the state house and then 7 terms in Congress, but it was his high-profile antics, he admitted to a radio reporter last year, that denied her an 8th.
She lost that race because of her son. To lay in a prison bunk, listening to the results from that night, and to hear what I caused my mother was as painful as talking to my children the day that I had to tell them about messing up on the affair.
That affair was with his chief of staff, Christine Beatty, one of Kilpatrick's biggest defenders.
No mayor isn't off gallivanting on any trip.
Beatty was a lightning rod in the city who famously asked a cop that pulled her over, "Do you know who I am?" Well, here's who she is today. Bankrupt, without a steady job, and afraid to show her face in Detroit. She's been living in Atlanta since serving a 69-day jail sentence for lying under oath about her affair with Kilpatrick. And just today, she broke 5 years of silence in an essay written for Essence magazine. In the aftermath of transgressions, she wrote, "We often give men the chance to rebuild their careers. Women are stuck with the labels: homewrecker, opportunity mistress, whore. Men are forgiven, women are punished." Maybe no woman was punished more by Kilpatrick than his wife Carlita, left to raise 3 children on her own during her husband's 5 stints behind bars. But she benefited from his misdeeds too, like enjoying a new Lincoln Navigator paid for by the city and going on free vacations paid out of the Kilpatrick Civic Fund, supposed to help city children. Those scandals made it harder for Carlita to find work, and Kilpatrick's sister Ayanna too. She was a board member on the Civic Fund, and last year said she was broke, unable to find a steady job.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor. Who is Carmen Slowski?
And Kwame Kilpatrick had plenty of other women. Carmen Slowski was the mystery woman he shared a romantic bubble bath with in North Carolina days before the text message scandal broke. And those messages, released by the county prosecutor in 2009, show he juggled more than just a few others. Can't get you out of my system, he told Ebony. Need some love and affection, he told Alexis. And to Kabina, I'm rushing to see you, baby. Cheryl Robinson Wood got texts too, and they nearly cost her livelihood. The attorney was appointed as Detroit police monitor, overseeing the scandal-plagued department. But while she was on the job, she had what she called a brief, intimate encounter with Kilpatrick. When city officials found out, she was booted from her job and ultimately censured. With women playing such a key role in Kilpatrick's fall, perhaps it was fitting today that his 28-year sentence was handed down by Judge Nancy Edmonds. She's one of the Eastern District's few women on the bench. I'm Ross Jones, 7 Action News.
He probably done had her too, ain't no telling. So let's start with this. His 28-year sentence played out to be 7 years in prison for racketeering and bribery scheme while he was held in public office. So out of 28 years, he only got 7 years that he had to do. Okay. What? While he was in public office. Oh yeah, I know. I dropped the thing on there. He's so crazy. He finds everything. Y'all, he finds everything. But anyways, yeah, so he was out here doing wrong like a lot of mayors, you know, especially, and I hate to say it, but black folks. When black folks get high powers, superpowers, they start acting crazy and want to use their superpowers. Okay. I remember what was his name here? The mayor here? Greene, what is it? You don't know? Our mayor was the black man. What's his name? Kasim. Kasim what? Reed. Okay. I remember he was driving down the street just to go home or go to the store, and he had the police lights on. The police, they would take him everywhere he needed to go. And I remember the community got involved and was like, they don't know. No. If traffic was going on, he'll tell them, put them sirens on so he could hurry up and get to where he got to go. The community said, no, that can't happen.
He's the mayor of the city. I mean,
that is not, that should not be a
I'm like the president. I'm the president.
See? That's how black men act when they get their superpowers. I'm like the president, but you're not the president.
I mean,
you're the mayor.
All mayors is like that. Man, go to the mayor in D.C. I done been there. I seen it. Man, they got a whole block. Listen, it's cameras everywhere on this man's house. Like, you was not finna jump the fence and get away. They got you.
They let him continue to do it. So
they got cameras blocks ahead of his house. I'm like, listen, this is just his house. When he go places, what you think he in a regular car? Man, that damn car probably.
I know he ain't in no regular car.
Yeah, it's probably bulletproof.
It could be, but if that's the case, he really don't need the police. The police need to be out on these streets, protecting the millions of us that live here.
They can't protect us all.
They don't have time to protect the man. He got bulletproof.
That's just what it says, though.
He got bulletproof, y'all. He got bulletproof.
Protect and serve, but you know, they only protect and serve themselves.
We ain't got bulletproof. You done just said that this mayor got bulletproof everything.
He could.
Okay, so since he got bulletproof everything, we don't. So we need police to protect us, the ones that don't got bulletproof.
But when I go in the store, I ain't in my bulletproof no more. So I need somebody to go in the store. Officer.
He can afford a bulletproof vest.
Officer.
With bulletproof pants.
Officer,
bulletproof
could you go
helmet.
in there and give me some Takis? I need some Takis.
He ain't even getting out the car.
The Mountain Dew.
He don't need to get out the car because every time he get out the car, he tends to try to holler at somebody. Kwame.
Okay.
Let's go to clip number 2. The young lady that y'all saw that just said, you know, I got to tell the truth. And then she came here to Atlanta. This is what she had to say after she came to her senses.
Tonight on Nightline, Motor City scandal.
You know, we all know this story. We've lived this drama here in Metro Detroit, but we haven't seen it all until now.
This rare inside look at former Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick and his entire first family will premiere this spring in a new documentary.
7 Action News investigator Jim Kirshner joins us now with the first look at this. Jim?
Yeah, and while you might be inclined to say, I've had enough of Kwame Kilpatrick, this is more than just reliving his crimes and punishment. Take a look.
The movie shows us Detroit's deep history, the 67 riots, Motown, and the first African-American mayor.
10 years with allegations, rumors, and not one concrete charge.
Tonight on Nightline, Motor City scandal.
And this story, the other feisty mayor under fire and firing back.
This unethical, illegal, lynch mob mentality has to stop.
This is not a big budget or Hollywood production, just 2 low-key Detroiters, a former TV news producer and his son working here in their Midtown flats. Therein was the Kilpatrick matriarch, Carolyn, who imposed no conditions on their final production.
You know, a lot of people just see him as a political figure. And then, you know, you see him as a human being, that kind of soaks back into us.
We knew it would have a big impact on his legacy.
We know this storyline all too well. The mayor would plead guilty to perjury after text messages between him and his chief of staff told the real truth.
You're also giving up the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty. You understand that?
I think I gave that up a long time ago, Your Honor, yes.
Kwame Kilpatrick not only ended his career as mayor, but also his mother's career in the United States Congress.
I didn't really play it all back until I lost my election.
Christine Beatty was that chief of staff and longtime friend who also would plead guilty to perjury.
Was of an intimate or sexual nature?
No. You're willing to get on a stand to lie about something you know is happening at the risk of perjuring yourself in a trial. I think that says it all.
Kilpatrick would do 14 months in state prison for that conviction and failure to make payments toward his $1 million restitution. This documentary takes you right along with him as he gets out and makes his first phone call to his wife, Carlita.
Hey, baby. What's going on? What you doing wide awake at 5:15 in the morning?
The media outside watching his every move.
They got the chopper on us right now. They got the chopper on us? Yes, the chopper. Now, you know, they said that it'll be less fanfare this time. Yeah, I saw that. But he's going to escort us. Go.
The former mayor flies right to Dallas to be reunited with his twin sons, wife, and younger son, where they escape the spotlight of public life.
Hey, what's up? All cutesy patootsy. Look at you all dressed up. What's up? Look how tall y'all are. It's all this in your head, boy. That's sweet initiatives right there.
We know this storyline all too well. That high point, that freedom, would be short-lived.
Underneath of that was a lot of hurt and a lot of anger.
On top of the public pain is the deeply personal element of a husband's betrayal, exposed in the text messages.
And a lot of embarrassment and shame.
We produce a story that is as true as it can be.
Tobias and I argued about, well, it should be 60, it should be 90. This piece needs to be in there, that cut needs to be in there.
And this is where we cut for now. The producers of the movie are Tim and Tobias Smith. The former mayor is doing 28 years in prison. We see him immediately after his devastating conviction and a prediction he made for the city that might surprise you. That's coming up tonight at 11. By the way, the documentary will appear on April the 3rd. We put the information on our website, WXYZ.com.
Are the Kilpatricks making any money off of this?
They are not. They allowed this team in, Tim and Tobias, no charge and had no say-so over this.
And they didn't pay for any of the interviews?
Nothing.
Okay.
All right, we'll be watching your story.
He probably got a little cut. But you better not tell nobody. You better not tell nobody. But next, we are about to get into the clip with Strawberry's daughter. Okay, this is the first clip that she did. What you say?
His name still hold weight somewhere with something.
It does. It does with police too.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Murder mysteries in Detroit. Who killed Tamara Greene?
When the exotic dancer was gunned down in 2003, her daughter was just a child. Now she's all grown up and she wants justice.
7 Action News reporter Andrea Isom with this exclusive interview.
I received an unexpected email from 21-year-old Ashley Jackson, and it took my breath away. Ashley wanted to talk with me about her mother's murder. After all, she was just a little girl when she was killed.
To the person or the people who took your mother's life, if you could say something to them, what would you say?
I'd say that I hate them. I do. I hate that my life's the way it is because of something they decided to do.
Who is your mom?
Tamara Greene.
How old were you when you lost your mom?
I was 7.
What would you say to your mom?
I'd just say that I love her and that I miss her.
In the early morning hours of April 30th, 2003, it was pitch black, but all was quiet after 3 a.m. on Detroit's west side. Tamara and her boyfriend, Eric Mitchell, were chatting in her car when all hell broke loose. A mystery man with a pistol sprayed a barrage of bullets from a .40 caliber gun. Tamara and her boyfriend, Eric, were both hit more than once in that drive-by, but Tamara didn't make it.
I think they were trying to take her out.
It's a hit.
It's a hit.
Execution.
Absolutely.
Investigator Ira Todd is one of DPD's top cops. He's worked in the department for almost 36 years. On the homicide task force, he and his partner, Detective McIntyre, have been assigned the Tamara Greene murder case. For them, it's personal.
Well, it could have been my daughter.
Make you angry.
Make you real angry. Yeah.
The rumors ran wild. Tamara, whose stage name was Strawberry, worked as an exotic dancer. Word is, she stripped for some heavy hitters in her past, like former Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick and his buddies. Was there a risque soiree inside the Manugian mansion? Did something sinister happen there?
There's something that went down.
I believe there was some sort of get-together, some gathering that everybody wanted to keep quiet.
What was so secretive? What needed to be, not exposed?
They sensationalized the whole thing instead of just, working it like a regular case.
Media, law enforcement, everybody?
Everybody. There was speculation that there were some documents that had been hidden. There was some evidence that had been moved. There was some interference by, individuals on the department.
Do police believe Kwame Kilpatrick played any part at all in what happened to Tamara Greene?
No, there's no evidence to prove that, and I believe firmly in evidence. There's no evidence to prove that. Now, did he have some involvement or something like that? Maybe he did.
I feel like if he didn't do it, he knows who did.
The headlines of Tamara's homicide were often upstaged by the prominence and position of Kilpatrick in this city.
It just snowballed into this big soap opera.
I would never disrespect my God, my wife, or my children with this nonsense like a rumor at a party.
My mom's case kind of got shuffled under the rug.
Everybody was focused on, was there a party? Was there a bunch of strippers at the party? Did the mayor's wife beat up, Strawberry at the party?
I just want closure.
Imagine your mother's murder being played out for the world to see every single day of your life. And her killer has yet to be caught.
How has this changed you?
It's changed me a lot. I have a lot of, mental damage from just this one incident. and people don't understand how that affects my entire life.
To the killer or killers, investigator, your message to them?
Coming to get you. I have a suspect. Yeah. I've always had a suspect.
So Ashley is breaking her silence to me so that you can see and feel her pain and join the quest for truth and justice for her mother.
I feel like my mom would do the same for me. She'd do anything she could to find out who did that. And if it was my daughter, I would do the same thing for her.
Chief James Craig has given the Homicide Task Force the green light to go get justice for Miss Greene. So DPD, MSP, the DEA, and the FBI are all working together on this one. The goal, to put her killer behind bars once and for all. I'm Andrea Isom, 7 Action News.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. But I'm going to read this to you guys. A first TikTok posted by a slain Detroit stripper's daughter is resurrecting allegations surrounding one of the city's most infamous unsolved murders yet. Ashley Jackson, the daughter of Tamara Greene, aka Strawberry, posted a video on the social platform that's garnered nearly 4 million views, in which she details her estimation of why and how her mother was murdered. And I do have that video. I will be playing it. Tamara Greene's name became widely known in the Motor City after she was killed in a drive-by shooting months after a rumored 2002 party at former Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick's Manoogian mansion. Jackson claimed that Greene, who also went by Strawberry, was having an affair with Kilpatrick at the time. That's her mother, Kilpatrick, and then this is her over there on the end. It's widely speculated that Kilpatrick's wife assaulted 27-year-old Greene, Strawberry, at the party after she spotted Strawberry giving Kilpatrick a lap dance. Strawberry was reportedly beaten so badly that she had to be picked up by emergency first responders. Then in April 2003, now 2002 was when the party happened and when the wife beat her up, allegedly. Now we're in April 2003. Greene was shot to death while sitting in a car with her boyfriend. The gunfire that struck Strawberry allegedly came from a 40 caliber pistol, which was a standard issue gun for Detroit police officers. So they're the only ones. And
no, they ain't the only one.
Well, that's what they said on one of the broadcasts, that they was the only one that's supposed to have those guns.
Oh.
Yeah. And then the way that they shot the car up, they said only an officer would have been able to shoot that clearly like that. So things got messy, and the mayor of Detroit's wife actually assaulted my mother, Jackson said. Instead of paying my mother hush money, the mayor decided to pay off cops in the city to murder my mother. Strawberry's death was the talk of the town for more than a decade and was the center of a protracted legal battle that her family initiated to prove that Kilpatrick purposely obstructed the murder investigation. However, the cover-up was hard to prove since Kilpatrick vehemently denied that a party took place at his mansion, and it was never proved that one did. No one has been charged with Greene's death. So it was people that knew about this party. People was there at the party, but nobody wanted to get involved in the case. When she became a stripper, and we're talking about Ashley, when Ashley became a stripper, it was people that knew her mom that was there. And they told her, they was able to tell her the stories.
Right.
But when she would ask them, to come forth, they would tell her no, that they don't want to be involved in it. And I think that's sad. But the way Kwame was moving, Shit, everybody probably scared. You doing drive-bys? You setting up drive-bys? Yeah, everybody's scared.
Yeah.
So let's get into this next clip.
Her daughter's killer, whatever the motive, she says, should be punished to the highest level the law allows.
I would like to see that person come to justice.
Does it bother you that it's taken this long and so far you still?
It don't bother me how long it takes. I just want them to pay for what they did.
Just days after I spoke to Brenda Greene in May of 2008, the victim's family thought they had reason to finally celebrate some closure when Detroit Police Chief Ella Bully Cummings, in a hastily called press conference, said the department had identified a suspect. Strawberry, as the exotic dancer was known, had been killed in a feud between rival drug dealers and was not murdered in a scenario related to the Hot Topic rumor of Greene dancing at the never-proven Manoogian Mansion party, being injured in an attack by Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick's wife Carlita, and, months later, gunned down because the strippers sought hush money from the Kilpatricks. The lead cold case police detective in the case is certain the killing had no ties to the mayor.
The fact is, I uncovered nothing regarding Kwame Kilpatrick's involvement in this murder.
Now retired, Detroit Police Homicide Detective Mike Carlisle later confirmed that his 18 months of investigation had concluded Darrett Little D. King was the most likely suspect, that the April 30th, 2003 drive-by shooting, the attack on Strawberry's car, left her as collateral damage and not the intended target. It was an attempted assassination of the passenger, a drug dealer named Eric Mitchell. Now from state prison behind the walls of the Macomb Correctional Facility in New Haven, Darrett King speaks of the accusation for the first time and insists he didn't do it. You say that you had nothing to do with her death.
Exactly. I took lie detector tests. The victim said I didn't do it. I mean, what else could you ask for?
The victim said you didn't do it.
Yeah.
That is the survivor.
Yeah.
Indeed, the survivor was Eric Mitchell, who was shot 5 times, while the driver, Tamara Greene, was shot 3 times. She was behind the wheel, closest to the street and the drive-by vehicle. Carlisle says just how many times bullets struck the victims could be an indication that the shooter was after Mitchell and that Greene was simply in the line of fire. According to police, Mitchell is King's former partner in the drug business. Are you surprised that they named you publicly, but they haven't come to you with charges?
Yeah, of course. That's crazy. It done tore my life to pieces with that. My family, kids, everything.
King is now serving 14 to 25 years in state prison for attempted murder and other charges not related to the Greene case. But for several reasons, Carlisle believes he should be charged in Greene's murder. Among the elements of an arrest warrant, the white SUV that was the drive-by vehicle that night.
Little D's wife was in possession of a white Lincoln Navigator. That she affirmed in the statement also. All right, that by itself doesn't mean a lot.
But it's one item on a list of circumstantial evidence. The fact that King is left-handed, as was the shooter, according to witnesses. The fact that officers, first at the scene, said Mitchell told them Little D was the person that he was having problems with. And then there's the statement made by a big-time drug kingpin named Tommy Hodges, who claims Little D admitted to him he was responsible for the drive-by.
And Tommy Hodges gave me a statement about Little D approaching him and told him what had occurred that night. Now, one of the things Tommy Hodges asked Little D was, well, what about the old girl? And the only thing Little D told him, she was in the way.
Everything that Carlisle ever did pertaining to me is a dead end, and it's made up everything. If you look at the statements, you look at the evidence, Carlisle is just a crooked cop. And hopefully it'll come out in the future.
After hearing that crooked cop allegation, Carlisle said that his stellar record speaks for itself. As an officer and investigator, he was never disciplined or sanctioned, was highly decorated and respected. Officially, the Detroit Police Department says the Tamara Greene murder investigation is open and active, but won't say where they are on the suspect known as Little D. Bill Proctor, Channel 7 Action News.
Well, y'all heard it all. Y'all heard it all. I don't think he lied, Lil D. He sound like he telling the truth. He ain't had nothing to do with it, and they trying to put it off on him. I am with Ashley. I really think that Kwame has something to do with this. I do. I think something really happened at that mansion party. I think that was accurate and true, but we got to say allegedly on here. And I think his wife went in there and beat her ass, like the daughter said. So this is our last.
So they didn't say that happened?
They said they have no record that a mansion party went down.
No, I'm talking about her getting beat up.
Yes,
that was recorded.
That happened, but that was at the party, the mansion party. But they're saying that they don't have any record that he even had a mansion party. Police did that.
But you got a record of her beating this girl up at the mansion party?
The girl being beaten up at the mansion party. No, they said that they don't know if that happened either. That was all rumors, they said. But we gonna see.
They lost all evidence of that.
Yeah, exactly. But this one man, he has something to say. Here we go.
My mom was a very popular stripper in the early 2000s, and as you can imagine, that industry, you meet a lot of powerful, rich, famous people.
What would I say to her? Tell her I'm sorry.
Attorney Norman Yatuma at a loss of words of what to say, thinking about the unsolved murder of Tamara Greene. Her daughter spoke openly about it on a viral TikTok video on Friday, which he watched.
My mom ended up having an affair with the mayor of the city.
I can't tell you I disagree with anything she said. I didn't know her at the time. She was obviously a very young girl, 7 when her mom passed away.
In 2003, Greene, an exotic dancer, was shot and killed months after she performed at a rumored but never proven Manugan Mansion party. Former Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick was allegedly there.
Do I think Kwame Kilpatrick hired police officers to kill her? No, I don't. I know the investigator, the lead investigator who did it, and he still firmly believes that she was in a car with a dope dealer, her friend, who owed like a $50,000 debt. Someone came up and shot at him, missed, and killed her. And
the Detroit police say, quote, the investigation into Mrs. Greene's homicide remains open. The Detroit Police Department's homicide unit will continue to investigate any tips and leads made available. Yatuma believes people should listen to what Ashley is saying.
Everything she said is the gospel truth.
Again, Detroit police, they emphasize that the investigation is still open. They're still looking into things, and anyone with tips is asked to reach out to their homicide unit.
Somebody knew something that told Ashley. Or plenty of people knew something that told Ashley. For this white man, which is the attorney back then, for him to be choked up like that, he knew something. And he felt bad about something. We just don't know what he felt bad about. The true reason why he's feeling bad like that, that got him so choked up. But I believe Kwame has something to do with it. He may not have been the one that did it, but he know who did it.
He believed.
He orchestrated some shit.
He believed the story that they told him to go with.
There you go. There you go. But I don't know what Strawberry was doing out in these streets.
And now hearing this story, he listening to it and saying, damn, she ain't missed nothing, but all the other shit that I knew about the case has been turned around. Instead of it being this person, it's this person. Instead of that being this person, it's this person. Story ain't changed. Just the people in the story.
What if, let's just go another route with it. Everything is allegedly on Peach Tea Time. I don't know Kwame Kilpatrick or shit. Besides, he's a cheater. He was in there for racketeering and bribery. So he don't seem like he's a good fella to me to be up there trying to be a mayor. But what if he was also on drugs? What if he owed that drug dealer some money that was in the car? What if he did pay the officers off to kill that boy? And the officers just was like, dang, she was in the car. It could have been anything. It could have been anything. But Kilpatrick, I tell you one thing, if you watching Kwame,
it's a whole conspiracy.
God will deal with you.
It's a whole conspiracy. I mean, what they say, the truth will come to light.
Yeah, it will.
Evidence will surface.
And even if it don't, God will take care of it. And you will have a very struggling life. Now, his wife left
wasn't
him.
nobody can, but it's something that's out there.
Now, the wife was trying to save face for a minute. She was riding with him. And then she came to her senses, and they got a divorce. Since then, he has remarried, and he had a baby on the way, last that I read. So this is what Ashley said from the beginning to the end. This came out last week, I believe it did, and took over the internet. As you guys can see, she had 4 million views on her TikTok page. So here we go. And this is the last clip for the night.
Mom was a very popular stripper in the early 2000s, and as you can imagine, that industry, you meet a lot of powerful, rich, famous people. My mom ended up having an affair with the mayor of the city, who was married at the time. So, yeah, things got messy, and the mayor of Detroit's wife actually assaulted my mother. Instead of paying my mother hush money, the mayor decided to pay off cops in the city to murder my mother. There's a lot of key points to my mother's story, but to make things a little shorter, she was murdered in a drive-by with police-issued guns. I worked in the industry myself, so I've met people who knew my mother, seen her around the mayor, and they do not want any parts of my mother's case. So to this day, it's an unsolved murder. There has been many podcasts, news channels reporting on my mother's story, a book written, a play produced. But after so many years of trying to fight for justice, I have been a standing lone wolf, and I've grown very tired. So the former mayor, Kwame Kilpatrick, actually ended up going to prison for various other things after reports of my mother's death. Some people think he's great. Some people think he's a terrible, terrible man. But thanks to Donald Trump being his longtime friend in that industry, he pardoned him a few years ago. So now the man responsible for my mother's murder is just living his happily ever after life. My mom was a very popular stripper in the early.
There you go. Now, by listening to what she said, I believe that they had the party at the mansion. Wifey wasn't invited, but Wifey showed up anyways. Strawberry was giving the lap dance like they said. She was giving Kwame a lap dance. Wifey done beat the brakes off of her. 27 years old now, let's remember. She only 27. Wifey beat the brakes off of her. She mad. She pissed off. Kwame, you finna give me some money or I'm telling everything. Don't forget she was the side piece. And she was willing to tell it all. And now all of a sudden she gone.
The following year.
Months later. But yes, it was the following year, but it was months later. Which was in April. Now, when was the mansion party? It never said when the mansion party was. But they did say it was months later after the mansion party. It just ended up going into the next year. So, y'all sleep on that tonight. Y'all come up with y'all theories. Put it in the comments what y'all think. happened. I just told y'all mine. I think he had this done. I think Strawberry was pissed off and she was gonna tell everything. He said, "You gotta go."
What if that's Kwame's daughter?
Put a whole nother theory out there. But she was 7. But I guess that don't mean nothing. Yeah. But she had I think she had younger siblings too. So them younger siblings could have been the daughter. Or she could have been pregnant. Anything. But I think she threatened them. I'm telling everything. And the people at the strip club, they saw her with him a lot. Leaving with him and everything.
Wasn't that a news clip? A news broadcast that said that she got beat so bad that the ambulance had to come straight to pick her
she had
up?
to go to exactly. So somebody knew about this party. I saw a clip where it was older people saying, yes, this party did exist. We went to the party. We was there. We seen her beat her ass. But won't nobody come forward. And now, since those older people done said, I guess it don't even matter now. They don't care. They wouldn't lock his ass up. So, like an O.J. Simpson shit. That ain't got away with murder. He done got away with it. But y'all, we out here allegedly. Let me say that, allegedly. But y'all, we are out of here. I will see you guys on Monday for the huge announcement. I'm so excited. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to play a video or if we just going to come on and tell y'all. So we'll figure it out. But we out of here. Boo, you got something to say?
Deuces.
All right, y'all. You already know what you got to do. You got to listen
our
to our babies. Bye.